Welcome back. This is News Insights. Barrister Philip, you heard of the news of Okpebholo seeking dismissal of Ighodalo's case. Please, what can you say about that?
Well, I'm not surprised. The APC and their aunties, after they had manipulated the system, they will tell the public, not even the contestants, that go to court. And when they get to court, it's their practice. Now, what they do is that they will bring a motion saying that the tribunal lack authority or the petition do not meet some certain requirement. It should be dismissed on technical ground so that the merit of the case should not be heard on its merits. So it's not a surprising to me that Okpebholo has come up with a motion saying that Ighodalo petition and the PDP petition should be dismissed, and there's no point for the tribunal to sit. It's not surprising. It's their aunties, because we've seen from the 2023 general election all the way from the tribunal, from the presidency to all that governor, it's always their style. So it's not a surprise, but let's see what the court will also do, because that is why they've said over and over that a poem that is going and said, the judiciary that was meant to be the hope of the common man is the weapon in the hand of the rich. So let's see what the APC will do with the judiciary in this tribunal.
Okay. Pastor Kingsley.
Well, the court is the final resting place of everybody to seek justice. And Okpebholo is seeking justice from the court. So I don't see anything wrong in it. What is saying that it doesn't lack merit, that they should throw the case away. So I don't know how, after a body like INEC, reputable for doing good things, have declared Okpebholo governor, and is saying that Okpebholo was manipulated.
Okay.
It doesn't have proof that it was. Do you have proof? So him going to the court, going to the trial, that they shouldn't, it doesn't lack merit, that they should throw it away. I think that's just the best for to do, so that I can focus on the developmental strides of the states.
Okay, so now the issue is that PDP is accusing Monday, that's Governor Monday, of the election, that it was not to his favor. Or,
yes.
And now they are going to court.
Well, let me respond to him. No, he has spoken my mind. That Okpebholo had gone to court to say, he sees the thing with the Okpebholo and the APC. He said the petition does not lack merit, which means the petition had merit. So if the petition had merit, why is his APC and Okpebholo saying that it should be thrown out of court?
No,
hang on, I'm coming. I am quoting you. You said it before the public.
No, the petition lacked merit.
No, you say it doesn't lack merit.
No, that should be
that was
a
a
grammatical error.
Well, whatever it is, it has gone to the public. And that's what I heard. And that's what I'm responding
Oh,
to.
really? I mean, you heard wrongly.
Well, everybody.
You can't say he has merit
You
and
said
he
it,
should go on.
you repeated it over and over. Well, that's not the issue. The issue is this. There was an election. And you also heard him saying, INEC is known for doing good things. I think I will leave it for Nigeria to judge that INEC in this country is known for doing good things. INEC is known for manipulating results to put the whole country into chaos, into poverty, into pains. And asking people who do not win the election to be the winners of elections.
So why have the people not come up to say INEC should be dissolved?
Well,
if the people believe that INEC is reputable for doing what is not right, why have they not stood up?
And that's why
INEC now bigger than the people.
And that's why I've advocated in this platform that,
What do we?
that INEC should not be, the head of INEC should not be appointed. And even if it should be either be elected or the selective process should be different from what it is today. They should be independent. Well, that's a topic for another
Exactly,
day.
because that's what we still have now, and we have to do with what we have.
So
It's still our
as regard the petition before the Edo State Governorship Tribunal, the tribunal has said that, and I'm not comfortable with it, that all the motions and everything will be taken together, and they will rule on everything on the last day. This is what happened in 2023 presidential election. Every motion, every issue raised before the panel, the tribunal, they were saying, how can you wait till the last day? The court process is that if there's a PO, that's preliminary objection, you should treat that preliminary objection first to know whether you are going to proceed with this matter or not. Or not when you allow me to expend all my energy on the last day, you will now rule on the PO that all the thing I have done is a waste. For me, I'm not comfortable with it. If Okpebholo had brought a motion saying that the petition should be dismissed for one reason or the other, I think sincerely that the tribunal should have looked at it. And the PDP has also brought their counter affidavit and motion to say no. What is so the umpire, the tribunal should have looked at the motion and ruled on it, whether to proceed or not to proceed. Because if you know very well that this Okpebholo petition motion is in order, why wasting the time of the public and the fund and the government money? You see the way the judiciary has turned out to be. They don't do the right thing.
But the PDP people have not.
I'm not even speaking for anybody.
Yeah, I know how things should be done. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
But you see, one of the parties should have brought an objection that we are not comfortable with this. That every PO should be addressed at every point so that we will know whether we go forward or we adjust.
That has been said. If you look at the petition, the PDP said no. Okpebholo said this. The Adima said it's not going to rule on it. Even Okpebholo council has said no, rule on this PO. There's no point for this matter to go on. You understand? You see the kind of the judiciary we have. Tomorrow, this same person will come to tell us that the judiciary are known for doing good things. So they should be allowed to do good things because Okpebholo is announced as a governor.
What I'm hinging my discussion on is that the people must stand up. The citizens are bigger than the judiciary, are bigger than the executive, are bigger than the legislature. That's why we go for elections. Because we say the elections select people for us that will represent you. If the people are no longer represent you as it is, the people can rise up and say we don't want this judge. The people can. You see, there is always the power with the people. Don't always forget the definition of democracy: the government for the people, by the people, and for the people. So it's about the people. So my take is always about the people standing up to demand. You see, that voice must come up. And that's one of the things I've always said about today. Most of us are quiet about Deliveratimis case.
Detention.
Detention. Because it has not gotten to us. We will not talk about it. But you see, was it Chinua Achebe that said we are all victims? One book like this that we read in secondary school. I think it was Chinua Achebe. I can't remember. We are victims. Well, victims. I think when he was talking about the war, I've forgotten that book now. It's not.
I
only,
think it's a poem.
It's a poem.
The casualty.
Exactly.
Yeah, the casualty. It's written by, I think, is he? What was this author of that play again? The casualty. I think it's something Clark. One of the Clark.
Now, the same thing Farotimi was talking about leper. He said we are all lepers. It's true. He said, it's not only one. He said the Yoruba will say we are exempted, the Igbo will say no. He said all of us we have leprosy. He said because that leprosy will not allow us to go into the city. And we're all tagged. So the people must know the power they have. They must know that we can say no to this bill, no to this decision, no to this, no to that. Don't forget, the justice circle doesn't represent all of our interests. That's why we said they should be defined on existing constitution. Do you understand? They rule on existing constitution and precedents that should have followed. The people must know their power. If INEC is not working well, the people stood up and said no. We say no to Mahmoud to be the head of INEC. If a result that came up were not in favor of the people, and the people stood up and said no to this stuff. We saw a little of it in America the other day. Of course, we know it was on the wrong side when Trump tried to motivate the nationalists and go to the assembly. Of course, it was on the wrong note. The people have voted and they've saw the numbers, and Trump decided to usurp that thing and say the people say we don't want it. But of course, the Americans stood by their ground and said constitutionally it has fulfilled what it's supposed to be. But have we ever stood up and said that, no, these things that we're doing is not the right thing to do? For example, let me give you one example. The honorable member that assaulted the boat driver, this is a case of the state, am I correct? Of assaulting a citizen. It's not by negotiation to a large extent. The case will proceed, the state will prosecute him for what he has done. It's not about whether the guy withdraws it from court or not. No. The state prosecutes him. So where went the state?
Well, you haven't said well said, because you cannot prosecute an offender without witnesses. You have to take care of that. So if the state want to proceed, who is the state witness?
But it's
on that note. The witness is no longer interested.
We already have video evidence of assault.
It's not enough.
But that's what you guys normally demand.
No, it's not enough.
I think video evidence.
Yes.
We already have video evidence.
Yes.
It's not enough.
Show.
So somebody have to come to say that, yeah, I'm the person in that video. I am the one that is victimized. And if you don't have that person, the court there will be doubt whether it's an AI video or not. With the court, there's no way for the court to substantiate it.
But
let's come back.
No, hold on. There were already pre-statements that were given, held on camera.
Those were not said in the courtroom.
Let's come back to our
Yeah, exactly. Let's
our
come back.
case.
So on the issue of this petition, Okpebholo and Ighodalo, it's a very sad thing. I will say it over and over again, that our judiciary kept failing us. They kept failing us. And there is this kind of thing that the APC-led government has seen, that whenever there's election that involves APC and all that, they say, go to court. The INEC will say, go to court. What if the result we declare is not good with you, go to court? And when you get to court, because INEC has already created loophole for APC to escape, the first thing you will hear from the APC is a motion asking the court to set aside the petition because it had not met requirement. For how long shall we continue in this trend?
Okay. Let me hear from Pastor Kingsley your conclusion on this.
Well, in conclusion, it is what it is for now. Do you understand? And being allowed to get away with what is not right by the judiciary, it's not. Let's put jokes apart. It's not what is not right. We should do what is right that will move this country, and that has always been our stand in this platform. That if we keep on being what we are now, it's going to degenerate and it's going to be bad. Do you understand? And I don't think it's the right thing to do.
So I want to conclude by saying this.
Okay.
If the tribunal, the governorship tribunal of Edo State, want to do justice, they should rule on the PO. They shouldn't wait till the end. They keep all the arguments when they've already know where they are going. They shouldn't keep people soap and laugh if they know they don't want to give hope. Rule on the PO and let's know where we are headed. So that you want to hear the case on its merit, or you want to hear it on technical ground. Because what they are trying to achieve is this. At the end of the day, they will make you believe that they want to hear the case on its merit. But the final day, they will rule on technicalities. And all the evidence you have brought before the court will amount to nothing. So they shouldn't allow people to waste their time and their resources if they are not prepared to go on.
All right, sir. Thank you for that legal view towards this matter. This is still News Insights. We'll be right back.